Let me tell you something about your brain that is going to make you uncomfortable. Your brain might actually be addicted to failure, not because you are broken, not because you are weak, not because you don't want success badly enough, but because of something that happens deep inside your brain chemistry that nobody ever explained to you. Here is how it works. Every time something happens to you, good or bad, your brain releases a chemical called dopamine. Most people think dopamine is the pleasure chemical, the reward chemical, the thing that makes you feel good. But that is only half the story. The full story is this. Dopamine is not released when you get the reward. It is released when your brain anticipates the reward. And here is where it gets dangerous. Your brain releases the same anticipation dopamine for negative outcomes as it does for positive ones. Which means every time you tell yourself this won't work, I'm going to fail, nothing ever goes right for me, your brain is getting a hit of dopamine from anticipating that negative outcome. You are literally getting chemically rewarded for negative thinking. And just like any addiction, the more you do it, the more your brain craves it. The more your brain craves it, the more automatic it becomes. Until one day negative thinking is not a choice anymore. It is just the default setting of your mind. Sound familiar? But here is the part that changes everything. Your brain is not permanently wired this way. Neuroscientists discovered something called neuroplasticity, which simply means your brain can rewire itself based on your repeated thoughts and actions. Your brain is not a fixed machine. It is living tissue that physically changes shape based on what you repeatedly think and do, which means the addiction to failure is real. But so is the ability to break it. So how do you actually rewire your brain away from failure and toward success? Step 1. Interrupt the pattern. The moment you catch yourself in a negative spiral, and you will because now you know what it is, you need to physically interrupt it. Stand up, move your body, say the word stop out loud if you have to, because negative thought loops are like falling down a spiral staircase. The only way to stop falling is to grab the railing. Your body is the railing. Move it and you break the chemical loop instantly. Step 2. Replace, not remove. The biggest mistake people make when trying to stop negative thinking is trying to think about nothing. That doesn't work. Your brain hates a vacuum. The moment you try to clear your mind of a negative thought, it comes back stronger. Instead, replace it immediately with a specific opposite thought. Not just positive thinking, specific opposite thinking. Instead of this will never work. Replace it with what is one thing I can do right now to make this work. Instead of I always fail, replace it with what is one time I succeeded and what did I do differently. Your brain cannot hold a question and a negative belief at the same time. Questions break the loop. Step 3. Build an evidence journal. Every single day, write down 3 things that went right. Not big things, small things. The coffee was good. I showed up. I made 1 video. I had 1 good conversation. Because your brain's addiction to failure is fed by a diet of selective negative memory. It remembers every failure vividly and forgets every win instantly. The evidence journal forces your brain to consume equal amounts of positive evidence. And slowly, over time, the addiction weakens, and a new default emerges. One that looks for solutions instead of problems. One that remembers wins instead of losses. One that anticipates success instead of failure. This is not positive thinking. This is neuroscience. This is how your brain actually works. And now that you know, you can use it. You were never addicted to failure because you wanted to be. You were addicted to failure because nobody told you this was happening. But now you know. And knowing is the first step to rewiring. The compass was always inside you. It just needed recalibrating. If this video changed how you understand your own mind today, subscribe to the Lesson Compass. Share this with someone who is stuck in a negative loop right now, because they need to hear this more than you know. I'll see you in the next one.